I only have like 18 more shulker boxes of rockets. For them for the day.
Alright, we're live.
Yes.
Woohoo! 9 months. Thanks, Max. Oh yeah, we actually launched all the machines yesterday. It was actually a big fail. All machines blew up because we made one mistake with the melons and I had to load backups. That didn't work too good. But yeah, in the end we've launched all the machines and it was fine. And today we're just gonna build the next slices. As you can see, I got a speedrun timer on the top. Y0 Bedrock remover. Just wanna see how quick I can do it today. Just build them every 100 blocks. Okay, got all of that stuff. Oh, the Patreon farmer Tim also subscribed. Thanks a lot. Hey Tim. Okay, I think I'm ready. Yeah, today we've got to build the full machine, also with the water on the side. I guess we can start now. So the goal is to do it, I don't know, in maybe 50 minutes today. To see how good we can get. Now building them on the other side would have the huge disadvantage that we need to move the water system over. It fits nicely on this side, but not at all on the other side. Dude, without schematic it's really complicated to build. And I'm not trying to memorize it at all, but yeah. So, there's really no reason to not use the schematic, even if you've done it 100 times.
It can be done, but it's a lot. The margin of error is a lot worse when you're not using it.
Yeah, there's really no point in making splits for this, I guess.
Well, you could have like a split for... No, that wouldn't work if there's two people working on it. I was going to say like a split for the machine, a split for the pistons, and a split for starting it. Something, but...
I guess, but I'm not even sure if I build it the same way each time, so...
Yeah.
I did the maths earlier on Panic Stream. Currently we got like 7% of the bedrock removed which is actually a bit disappointing. I mean, we've worked on it for more than a week now, as far as I remember. 10 days or so, and only got 7%. I also forgot the eyes and the armor stand, of course.
No, if we could set up a detection system for having when the removers reach the end to have a TNT tuber run over them, we could basically stagger out how we build them and have it so we can start it without having to worry about removing it before the next one gets there.
Yeah, but you don't want to start them directly after building anyways. You want to start a lot at the same time and then take backup
that's
before.
What I'm saying is you make a whole row of them like how we did the 10 yesterday and then let them get far enough away to build the next set. Oh no, because then we'd have to worry about the next line of pistons, wouldn't we? Or would we not have to? I don't know. But if we have an automated system to destroy the removers by the time they get to the other end, what I was saying, basically have one set started, and then once that's far enough away, build the next set, so you can have like 2 sets of 10 running at the same time. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think it's set up so the pistons can be staggered, so they don't interfere with the other machine.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Sims. You resubbed yesterday already. I don't know. Apparently also counts with a sub count, and not sure what's up with Twitch right now. They changed the system, and yeah, so it gets a bit buggy. We have to place 1 million pistons, or almost. It's not exactly 1k by 1k, it's like 960 by 960. But yeah, every bedrock that gets removed needs 1 piston.
Placing pistons is fun. Not that bad.
So I changed the schematic again today. I think we're just gonna build up this machine, take a backup and test it out. Just that I made a mistake with the schematic, so I added those melons later, and actually some of them got powered and broke the timings. I really don't like that it displays the bottom layer. It's much better. But this thing is bugged. Somehow this gets inverted now, and I'm having control over the min layer, which I don't want at all. Not sure, this is just bugged. Have to do all below again. Oh, Panicasting actually linked it today, that the video from Smoky Dog, that was really good. Anybody has seen it? He found a way to how to get the floating sand back to a certain extent.
Oh yeah.
I like how you used to troll the LOL song.
I mean, it's the only song that he could use.
You can also use the snapshot song.
Exactly.
That one.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck's sake.
What did Fox do now? What the fuck?
Hmm.
Oreo's complaining about you, for fuck's sake.
Oh. It's all the shulker boxes of rockets I made, probably.
No, I just
made a
messed
full double
something
chest.
up at the redstone, apparently. This is gonna suck to bug fix.
Why are you removing all the bedrock? We wanna play Skyblock.
Sounds so stupid if you say it like that.
There's no other way, I mean...
It doesn't track how many rockets you make?
Nope.
No.
No.
You can't even flex with your stats.
So
Because,
bad.
like, I've crafted like 200k rockets, and according to Minecraft, I've crafted what?
Yeah. 0.
I've crafted 7 rockets according to Minecraft.
How'd you get 7? I've got 0.
I don't know! Because I've crafted like, as I said, like 100k, 200k almost. So I don't know how I got 7.
Maybe you crafted 7
I
special
don't know how I've
rockets or
got
so?
a 0, because mine literally says 0 instead of having a little dash when it doesn't have a stat there. So
Oh yeah. Yeah, I mean, also, I have like, I'm almost back at 0 kilometers float.
Yeah, Mango also got that.
Yeah, but I still got 16k minus.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, I'm at like minus 5k or something.
At least I got the year of playtime now.
Yep.
Yay!
Right? That's like a hell of an achievement.
Come
I should check
on.
to see how long I've been on.
Apparently the control lever for strength beacons doesn't work.
Inventory. No, it's not inventory. It's statistics. Time played 22.9 days. What were you at, Panic?
I think 26 or so.
Yeah, but Fox, you've AFK'd a
20.
lot, which is
I have.
Yep.
It's AFK'd like 20 days.
yep. So I don't think me and Panic have AFK'd at all, basically.
I
It
AFK'd for 3 million pick users or so, but
Yeah.
I mean that was few days only.
Yeah, I haven't AFK'd at all on the server, basically. Like a couple of hours mending, like
Alright.
pick. So
So just continue this line of pistons here
Yep.
all the way to the end,
Yeah,
right?
the edge of the bedrock. Yeah.
come on now. Something's fucked up. I fucked up something in the redstone apparently, and this is going to be such a pain to bug fix.
Yeah, okay, I AFK'd for 40 hours for the ice on the ice farm. Not that much.
Should I AFK that again, right?
Yeah, actually, yeah. How much ice do we have by now?
About 60 million?
Okay, well. Would also love to get above 10 million pick users.
I'm at 20 mil. 24?
23? No, that's enemy. I think you have...
Enemy was 30 or not?
Maybe
Oh
not
no,
that
he
much.
had 31 or so, yeah.
Yeah, he had 31.
Then you have 23 or so, yeah.
The hell?
Okay, now I'm also completely finished with the schematic. Finished off the last few blocks.
Nice.
Nice.
Yes, I found the issue finally.
What was the issue?
I can't count.
Hmm?
I counted to 9 and it was actually 10 blocks. That was the issue.
Ah.
So I can't count.
Typical rail wire issue.
Yep. Yeah, the thing is that this has like, I don't know how many meters of rail track, and each junction is a potential point of failure, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
it turns like, I don't know, 7 times.
Ugh. That's rough.
But actually, wait a second, it turns way more than 7 times.
Hi, thanks, XKP. Also, happy weekend to you, of course. By the way, that was actually the issue here with the melons we had yesterday. So in the scaffolding we had the melons here. And this is actually a flying machine that goes in that direction, activates the sticky piston, and of course here this observer activated this melon, or powered this melon which activated the piston here, and that broke our contraption. Or all of them actually. To load the backup and launch them all again. And I'll put them here.
For fuck's sake, come on! I accidentally built the... Like, I put 5 beacon towers here, two pairs of them at both sides of the castle and one in front of it. And I accidentally placed the one in front of it 1 block offset.
Oh.
That's a big oof.
Yep. Come on! Because now I know I have to fix it. I can't leave it like this.
Hey, thanks a lot, Sire, for the sub. Just hate it so much that there's an option in Minecraft to change the keyboard layout. Why? Always press it accidentally. So from German to American, apparently.
Is this only Minecraft? Thought it's
Is this a Windows
Windows. I think so.
Never affected me in anything except Minecraft. I don't know.
Maybe you don't press Windows and spacebar in the other.
No, I think it's Alt Shift or so.
I see the dupers
Control
now.
Shift at least.
Okay, interesting. I never had this in anything except Minecraft. Huh. Probably because, yeah, unusual button combination, or keyboard combination.
Guess I have to tear like a third of the wiring down.
It's time 17 minutes already, yeah, but this build is bottom heavy. Still looking good for the 50-minute goal.
You know what enemies do?
No.
Okay. Just wondering.
Digging?
Where?
Maybe he was the one that actually started digging in the nether again. Maybe search around the nether hub area. Thanks, Frank. I might release a video today. But something really small, I guess.
Combo lock?
No. Gotta spoil it. Yeah, I spent like 5-6 hours on working on a better combo log because people were disappointed that I didn't make a better one. So that's what I did today. That was close. Yeah, actually that happened once. Somebody told me, can I please jump into the void and fly out? And so, yeah, why not? Went to my inventory, checked, okay, Elytra is fine. Let's jump in there. And then I realized I only had one rocket. So I was already 20 meters down and had only one chance to get out. Luckily I made it.
Got a ghost. Oh wow, I'm getting tons of ghost blocks apparently.
How long did it take to figure out the design of the machine? I guess there was like a group of 5-6 people that were pretty much no-lifing it for 4 or 5 days. Yeah, I guess would say approximately 50 to 60 hours went into it. Maybe even more. Yeah, this is nothing compared to what XCOM wants to work on. This 3-directional bedrock remover. I think they got some good progress from what I've seen in the stream. But it's still way off from being finished. No, for 1.13 there's nothing. The main reason is nobody really plays, or that is capable of that, really plays 1.13. That's pretty much the main reason. I think it's also no longer really that possible, but I'm not really an expert on that. There's just no need for it since nobody plays that version.
What again? What did you-
Flying bedrock removers for 1.13.
Yeah. Changed a bit. It's probably possible, but yeah.
Yeah, nobody plays that version, so
Well,
nobody's really interested in making one. Since let's be honest, I mean, there's not a lot of people that would build that in survival. Hi Jason, and thanks so much for the sub. Okay, seems like the bottom part is pretty much finished.
wow, I feel like such a casual now. My inventory is filled with paintings, item frames, watches, and ladders.
If you were a casual, your item inventory wouldn't be filled with that.
True.
It would be full of other random shit.
Cobblestone.
I also have to
Dirt.
no, only have normal stone in my inventory.
Wooden tools and stone tools.
Flowers.
Oh, flowers and seeds, that's also one of those things. Oreo?
Yeah.
Whatever you are doing with the beacons, there are some yellow beacons coming out of the land shop.
No, actually, that's because one of the beacon placements, I didn't look ahead, and it actually came out in the middle of a piston bolt.
Oh, now I see, yeah.
So I just replaced some of the gold blocks with yellow glass.
And maybe just replace them with
You can
normal
put white
glass.
glass on top of it now to rechange the color to white.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks kind of weird when flying out.
Yeah, I just couldn't
And you
be
should
asked to
probably
do
also
anything about it.
remove the effects of the black beacons in the middle.
Yeah, I did that.
Okay.
Those are good.
Kidding me.
I have to replace like half of the rails too, because of how the rails connect.
Oh.
Fun.
Use cactus.
Nah.
Okay, 28 minutes. I actually designed the machine. I was assuming we could build this in 30, but doesn't look like it.
It's hard to estimate something like that, like build times or
Yeah.
something like that, because it's so complex.
When it's only like 1k blocks, you would assume, okay, I can probably place a block every second, but not really.
maybe once like you get really familiar with it, like what bits you need to build when and stuff. But not right now.
Oh wow. Want to restrict the size of paintings with torches, but that doesn't matter. I'm such a casual.
What the hell? Friendly rail connection is like super weird. Sometimes.
Hey, Nick.
Does anyone in chat know how I can paste in ASCII characters onto a sign in Minecraft?
You can't.
And can I get ASCII character combinations in signs? For example, Alt plus 219 or so?
I don't know. I doubt it.
No idea.
Okay, I'm gonna look.
How did we handle layer 5 to 2? Dragon egg bedrock removers. You could check it out on my YouTube channel. The last SciCraft episode was about this project. Got it together with XCOM. So we had a fully AFKable dragon egg remover. So I had to place the dragon eggs and let them drop down lazy chunks. Which was all done with a machine. It took us, I think, 3-4 weeks. It was mostly XCOM did the project.
Yeah, XCOM.
Pingo helped designing it, but XCOM did all the work in survival.
Oh yeah, Mango, by the way, I calculated that if we do the 10,000 by 1,000 nether per meter, we can actually use the floor builder to build a floor to it in about 2 months. Like 23 days per layer.
The sort of floor builder you're working on since 2 years and isn't finished, or what?
No, it's finished.
Yeah.
The randomizer isn't.
Maybe?
But it's like... the thing is that it actually like works at max speed even for 10,000 long per...
"36 minutes? Oh, we're almost done. Actually quicker than I thought.
And before it crashes entirely.
Be careful saying that with the problems we had yesterday.
Yeah.
I'm getting started on the second line of pistons.
You know where to place them? Okay.
I put them at Z21.
Yeah, or just at the edge of the lines, pretty much. I guess.
Yep,
That's all you
at
need.
edge of the line and started at Z21. Lined it up with where the other line is, put it that way. Or started it where the other one started.
That's the last block. Yeah, that's actually done.
Okay, 40 minutes. I think with like some
Time.
routine you can shave 10 minutes off of that.
Yeah. Wasn't too bad. No, technically it's
If
not
it's
completely
built
done
correctly.
because I forgot to bring the armor stand. I forgot to put in the ice and didn't bring the minecart. Start the
then it's-
timer again.
I've got minecarts. Give me a second. I've got ice. I don't have armor stands or frostwalker.
And let me actually figure it out with the ice. Yeah, it's PP. Was the first to ever try. There's no point to make splits because I'm still building it different every time. So I got ice, armor stand, frostwalker, and iron for the minecart.
Okay, I think I'm not actually done with the wiring.
You finished something?
Yep.
What?
Well, this project is a long way from finishing, but...
Not sure if it matters if the water spreads to the side or if I can just leave it like that. Because it would help with the time. I don't need to make it fancy one wide. Bit afraid that the observer here would get updated by the water.
I wouldn't take the risk.
So should we fancy it up?
Like, I think it's worth it because it like takes 10 seconds now and then later if we have to load the backup because of that it takes much longer.
That's also not what I want.
And I'm back.
Alright.
Back.
So now we got the fancy water. Now with the arm stand. Yeah, there's like 2-3 minutes of extra on top.
Fancy water, is that like Voss or Fiji? That's the fancy water.
Yeah, run the verifier or something. Because I think somebody said in chat at least that you punched a slime from the machine.
Okay.
Fancy water.
Wrong block, obsidian, wrong state. Extra block. Do we have any missing blocks? 3 missing slime blocks. I punched out 2, there's actually 1 missing. Yep, I think somebody was right. There's 1 missing somewhere. But where?
Probably at the bottom when you were mining the other slime as well.
Next to the water? Oh yeah. Alright. Now we
time.
can. Yeah, I'm gonna download the region file for this. Region 5.5. You can launch it actually. Just want to see if there's still any issues with the melons and whatnot. Okay.
Looking good.
Yeah, I can actually see the light medica. Can I actually also display where that block is that is missing? Oh yeah, wrong blocks. It actually displays it on the bottom right.
Also, the wrong block should render through all the other blocks.
Yeah. But I guess it's just I'm having some obsidian there instead of bedrock, or the other way around. But that's definitely fine. Okay.
And before it's supposed to be a piston.
Well, then we have to back up.
Sky's back on.
Almost punched out that redstone.
Yes.
All the time.
Yep, he's AFK.
That one is supposed to be punched out. Alright, here we go.
Here we go.
That looked good. Better than yesterday.
Well, on the other hand, better than yesterday doesn't take much.
Still shows all the wrong blocks now, the stupid verifier. It's messing me up.
M plus R.
Okay.
Completely disable all rendering is best hotkey in Lightmatica.
Yeah. I actually use it a bunch. For like farm testing, it's super useful. If a farm runs at like 5 FPS for you, you can just press that.
Can somebody bring a minecart so we can put a bot in there? Keep this loaded?
Yep. Sec.
Oh, bots now load even if they're in minecart?
Yep, that's new.
That's pretty cool.
But I also found a new bug already, so the bots, if they're in minecarts and you restart the server, whatever, they're bugged out. And you can't put them into minecarts again. So
Oh, okay.
yesterday I kinda messed up 10 bots so they can't be used for minecarts anymore.
Here you go. Shopper box.
Ah, there you are.
It's one of the miscellaneous shulker boxes I keep in my inner chest because you never know when you're going to need minecarts in any quantity.
I don't know, I couldn't get it to work anymore, so I tried it a few times with the bots that were bugged out. I couldn't get in a minecart anymore. Sure. And it was after the server restart. I don't know. Maybe they have some kind of flag in the minecart, and then if they're not in the minecart actually, then it's bugged or whatever. Who knows? How fast is this? I think it was about 25 seconds. I'm not sure anymore, maybe we could time it. I think it was around 20 to 25 seconds.
How does the remover work? Oh,
So basically headless pistons, which we make with TNT, can remove Bedrock if you retract them. But it's, yeah, obviously the problem is to get a headless piston in front of a Bedrock. That's why we use some...
that's actually not entirely like... Yes, they can do that, but that's not how this machine works, actually.
Yeah, that's the principle of the machine.
Yeah.
I mean, that machine basically just gets 5 pistons, 5 headless pistons in a position to remove the bedrock.
Yeah.
No, what it actually does is it makes a piston that's retracted facing downwards and has a retraction event scheduled to it, which then retracts, because it has the scheduled event, and turns the block in front of it, which is bedrock, to a piston.
Yep.
So it's not actually a headless piston that's removing the bedrock. The headless pistons are there for just for the schedule of the retraction event for the retracted piston that's facing downward.
Also to flip the piston, or...
Well, yeah, flip it or pull the other one in. Like pull the downwards facing piston in where the upwards facing piston was.
You fake the retraction event from the upwards facing pistons downwards.
No, actually you don't fake it, you complete it, but you schedule 2 of them.
Yeah, but you basically trick the game into thinking the upwards pistons that are one ahead are one in front and turn around. You trick the game basically. You can easily see it when it happens too. You can see how there's suddenly retracting pistons in the bedrock.
Yep.
What matters is how fast you can build new machines. Basically, yeah. So this time I didn't do it completely because I've got to bring the armor stand, ice and a minecart. But I guess 40 minutes per machine is doable. Maybe even 35 now. I think it was already quite quick. Already felt like playing a piano. But yeah, there's can probably even say 5 minutes somewhere. Definitely not gonna stream too long today, but I'm gonna build a second machine, that's for sure.
Guys should also check out how tight timings are when what part of the machine triggers. I think XCOM spent another 10 hours just on trying to get the timings as
yeah, here you can see the blocks that are so tight here. Yeah, the piston just moves out of the way and everyone is getting pushed in immediately.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, the speed of this machine here doesn't really matter. I mean, could have been 50% slower and it wouldn't matter
Yeah,
how
of course.
fast. But it's kind of nice. I mean, why not make it as fast as possible?
Probably also means that there are maybe fewer blocks.
Here also the machine is still flying, pulling out, while the TNT drops down. We could also could have added some safety and just wait a little bit longer, so we don't need the endstone here. But just to make it as fast as possible, here we use the endstone. And of course, it was tested thousands of times in creative. See if it's really reliable. Yeah, placing the pistons also takes some time. I would assume it's 5k pistons. This takes easily 15 minutes. So all in all, with removing the machine, we will, yeah, definitely at 1 hour, I guess, for one lane of 5 blocks. That times 200, getting materials and whatnot. So yeah, easily 250 hours will be spent just for this one layer of Bedrock. Then probably also easily spend another 100 hours for the other Bedrock layers and another 100 hours for removing everything above. So this is easily also a 500-hour project here.
Project Skyblock was one project I thought SciCraft would stop doing it because it's too much. Or wouldn't even start.
No.
The quarry was doable, the witch farm project is also doable, but that project I always thought that we would pussy out of it.
No.
Just don't do it at all, but apparently still going.
No, we'll put the next one now.
Second row of pistons have been placed.
So we never pussy out of any project, pretty much.
You even built a
We
red
delayed
mushroom
for
farm.
multiple years or whatever, but never pussy out of it completely. Mango will still show the red mushroom farm at some.
Yeah, it's built.
Yeah.
I don't know. MNR is messing me up, right? Ah,
Probably.
here we go. Toggled all.
Also have a worse project than Project Skyblock. It's just probably gonna take longer than 200 hours.
Which one?
The brown mushroom mania farm.
It's also pretty bad.
That
We
really
have
sucks.
to remove bedrock from the bottom.
Hmm.
I removed almost one layer by now.
Oh wow, a whole layer. It's super annoying.
Yeah, I know. I was probably the guy that built the most of it, or removed the most of it so far, but yeah.
If you almost removed the whole layer, then yeah, for sure. I think I removed like half a layer.
Yeah, I think one
I think
side
other
was
than that,
half.
no one ever did anything there, so... And I mean, let's not count the outside where it just
So-
dropped X.
Yeah,
It's
that's
like,
nothing.
well, that actually took like half an hour and it was done.
Still shows the verify. Come on. Don't want it.
I think I have to go now. See you
Go
guys.
invent Bedrock Breaker from below. That would be so hard to do too. Like, good luck doing that one.
I mean, this is still super messed up what's going on right now. It still shows the extra blocks from the old project. If I remove that and also removes the HUD for the material list.
Did you refresh the material list and actually unload all the other ones?
Is there any way to reset that? That's probably it. Ah, okay.
Yeah.
It's just a mess. Okay. Then again a minecart, I guess. The Frostwalker. Okay, let's build the next one. Okay, how can I reset my speedrun now? Oh yeah. Can we have ice? Yep, then we can start the next one.
And wouldn't this be twice as fast if you ran machines for both sides?
Yes? Actually could work on the water immediately. There's at least nothing in the way. No, this wouldn't work. You would do it from both sides, so it was just an inside joke. Okay, and a real speedrunners would be already reset or whatever. Oh.
What?
Cube with the this real speedrunner wouldn't have fallen down.
Real speedrunner doesn't stop to read the chat.
I think we all fell in a hole a few times, but if the elytra isn't that hard to get out, not that hard to get out.
They actually sucked pre-elytra, just saying.
Oh yeah, this would have been a stupid project before.
It's like every time it happens, you're dead.
But then you have to be really good with the ender pearls.
Finally finished with the castle beacons.
What are you working on?
Beacon control panels.
Okay. Why?
Because I got really annoyed about like not having all beacon effects or having some somewhere and stuff.
So you added beacons of effect to the whole world now?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I'm at the moment doing all Nether Hub destinations. Shouldn't take that long because like most of them take like 10 minutes to do. But
so
then,
where are my beacon effects? Don't have them all, or you?
They're toggleable.
Yeah, not there, not there. Also, yeah, I'm doing them controllable, so you can control them individually.
Okay.
It's just that, like, for example, so far, like about half of the time has gone to two destinations: the castle and the Nether Hub itself. Because for those, I have to like do long rail wires for the because I want them to like I want multiple beacons at the same control panel. The beacon control panels, basically panels where you can control beacon effects for a certain area.
Actually, you don't have like a gold farm to build, right? Or like a floor builder to finish?
Nah, I don't feel like playing
floor builder.
Yeah.
I don't feel like playing creative at the moment, so.
Ah, okay. Yeah, you know, all of that shit needs doing in survival as well.
Yep.
You know, you're making a beacon control panel in the Nether Hub or what, and from there you can control it for certain areas, or do you do it for each area?
Each area. Otherwise it would be way too much effort.
Why is there any effects you wouldn't want?
Because, for example, when you're mining, for example, then speed 2 might not be wanted.
I like speed when mining.
Well, I don't.
I think that actually would be a split we could take when this layer is finished. That would make sense, I guess.
When first layer's done?
Yeah, but I mean, most of these take like 10 minutes to do, but then some take like some hours because you have to do the wiring.
Where do you put all the wiring on top of the bedrock or what?
No, just like next to the nether hub is the nether hub wiring, and then like inside, like below the bedrock and like in the nether rack for the cat.
Weird.
Weird flex, but okay.
Weird project, man. Bro, he just pushes a block over the beacon beam and then it's disabled. Right?
Yep.
Insane.
Yeah, really hard, right? It's just that when you have to control multiple beacons from the same, like, same levers that are like 100 blocks apart, then it becomes more of... because then you have to actually lay out the wiring.
Are you using a encoder and decoder, or
No, just like
using single lines for each?
Yeah, one line for each. Don't want to bother with encoders and decoders. It's not that much wiring you have to lay out. Also rail wiring, because one wide tileable.
Hey, Mixton.
I'm out of chocolate.
Okay, like 11 minutes. This is like a split we could take for the next one. Yeah, I don't like mangoes. Just that I'm not a big fan of fruit. So like the only fruit I eat is bananas, apples, pears. That's pretty much it. But I like vegetables.
Ich mag Rohkost. Ab und zu mal ein Mettbrötchen. It's not actually a mad eagle. It's a
what?
mad hedgehog. It's not actually an eagle.
I think this is also something you don't need in America or somewhere else. It's definitely a German specialty. It's like
Yeah,
mince-
but I think he just
minced meat, which is a bit
heard it
smoked, I
once and
guess,
thought we're
right?
talking about an adler would be eagle in English. But eagle in German would be hedgehog in English.
Ah, okay. How do I make Matt? This is like minced meat and smoked, right?
No, it's raw.
Just completely raw.
Yeah.
Okay.
Pepper, salt, onions.
So it's a
Good
hedgehog
raw
or
meat in
eagle?
you, man. It's healthy as fuck.
I mean, I would complain, but I'm Finnish and we don't have like any good food.
Yeah, I looked it up
Yeah,
once.
you
We talked
get
about
away
this.
with your disgusting food, man, with like your
Finnish
rotten
specialties.
shark fins and whatnot, man. Ah.
What, balut?
Finnish people eat
No,
disgusting
wait,
stuff,
balut
man.
is,
Yeah, like I don't
you-
understand who came up with the food. This is so like
And it was probably not much a choice, I guess.
yeah.
Here's some food I won't eat. Balut is one of them.
What?
Loot? What?
It's a East Asian delicacy, which is basically a fertilized duck embryo that has
That stuff with the
processed-
half... Ugh, no. Thanks, no.
or process of fermentation, rather.
Yeah,
so,
yeah.
like,
I mean,
half-spoiled duck embryo that's got feathers and yeah, no.
some Swedish food is also disgusting.
Well, yeah, a lot of it is controlled fermentation foods that help with preservation. So, like, at one point in time, these foods that are disgusting fuck sense because it was a way to keep food fresh, right?
In Germany, we
Yeah.
have the best food, man.
I mean, what beer?
Mhm.
Beer?
Beer is a food. Come
Pegelstein,
on,
yeah.
There
man.
is a food, yeah.
Try telling the
Literally
Irish
in German called liquid bread until like 200 years ago. Flüssig Brot. Not even joking.
like the two cultures around the world that where beer is considered a food still to this day. It's the Germans and the Irish.
Oh, there's other countries as well.
I mean, in Ireland, I think it's illegal to not be drunk.
Although, there's quite a few places where still to this day, if you're in a small town...
What's really
and,
nice
like,
with the Russian food is there's always a soup. And like before the real food or after the real food or in between, there's always a nice dish of soup. They have like
you know, vodka
bazillion
is
different
Russian
soups as
for
well.
water. I mean, if that tells you how important vodka is to the Russian people, that, like, the name of their, like, alcohol is also their word for water. Like,
Isn't it diminutive form of water? Like, sure, if there's one in English.
I wouldn't even know what I would do if I were in like a different country where you only have this plastic toast, man. Holy crap. Some good old German bread.
oh man, I need some German bread in my life.
Best is we have a deal with the local bakery here. We always provide them beer for making the bread and then they always bring us the bread. Trading everything.
Who don't have a deal with? He has a deal with the
if you have something to
pizzeria,
offer, I'm always willing to make a deal. This is
law
no
enforcement as well. Or?
problem. Yeah, unfortunately not. Partially though.
You get them drunk and they leave you alone.
The methods is prepared for like apocalypse.
Oh yeah, immediately.
He's a brewer. He worked as a butcher.
Yep.
Worked in
And I know all
sanitation.
the other like important other thingies. So That's also how they did it back in the day, in the Middle Ages. Oh, it totally works. I'm gonna survive.
Methods, this zombie apocalypse survivor.
Hmm.
Why do you think he plays so much 7 days? He's already prepped and prepared. Now he's running simulations.
Yep.
Can hunt too, so. It's gonna be meat and beer on my table. While I watch the beggars starve outside.
And falls down the roof.
Eating the bark from the trees, man. Laughing, sitting inside.
When they start eating the bark from your tree.
Damn, we in trouble. Get off my bark!
If I had the energy to cook, I'd probably go out and get some geta.
No, true fact is I would instantly start a kingdom and probably turn it into a dictatorship rather quick, so... Become the most abusive person possible.
Dictatorships.
Well, UK is a kingdom. The Netherlands is a kingdom. Sweden is a kingdom.
Yeah. Originally, most kingdoms were dictatorships.
Originally, everything was a dictatorship.
No, it's
Or
just a
regents.
monarchy. A monarchy is...
Greek actually didn't start out as a dictatorship.
Well, monarchy can be argued as being a form of
Dictatorship is just basically a modern term for monarchy.
Yeah.
Well, not directly, but yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much you can't call a monarch a dictator, but it's kind of the same deal.
Well, I mean, for example, like, Swedish king doesn't have much power.
Yeah, because
Well,
you're just a
no.
representative monarchy.
No, it's actually not.
So you
It's
just there to
it's
represent the country, more or less. You still have a parliament, right?
Yeah, but it's hereditary.
Yeah, but still your king doesn't actually have, like, power to change laws or whatever. He's just representative, more or less. Like the queen.
Yep, but they do have veto power and stuff. They still have some power, but not, like, much.
So does the monarchy in England, too. Like,
Yep.
they still have some power.
Actually,
Matter
they
of
have,
fact,
like,
I think
their queen.
the Queen of England has probably the most power out of any reigning monarchy at
Well,
the moment, because they have power of veto over just about everything. Like,
No, actually,
Parliament rules in her stead by her grace is kind of how it's worded. Like, she allows Parliament to govern in her stead is
Yeah.
what it amounts to.
also, like, by far not doesn't have the most power. That would be Sultan of, well, King and Sultan of, what's it called?
Saudi Arabia?
No, Brunei. It's an absolute monarchy, so the king owns literally everything, including people of the country.
Mm. You're not wrong.
Why do you use melons? A scaffolding block. They're removed by the flying machine, but they don't interfere with anything. So you can just
Yeah,
leave them behind.
Vatican. Yeah, Vatican is also an absolute monarchy. That's why they actually can't join the EU, because it's an absolute monarchy and only democracies are allowed in the EU.
Why
But
would
I
we
mean-
allow them in the EU?
They actually have tried to enter.
What?
Yeah,
no
because I
thanks.
mean, it
Yeah, I
doesn't
mean,
make
why
any.
would we allow them? I mean, it would be stupid.
It doesn't make any sense for them not to be in the EU. Because I mean, they already have no passport checks. Like
It also
they're-
doesn't make any sense to be a fucking monarchy.
Well, for them it actually does some.
Yeah,
historical
because they
sense.
like to hide priests that rape children over there and stuff like
No,
that.
actually, it's because if they weren't an absolute monarchy, Italy could legally invade.
Yeah, maybe that should happen.
It's like super weird what the deal is with Italy and
If there wasn't all this
Vatican.
fucked up shit going on and they were like paid big time by all kinds of people, then they couldn't hold this country anyway. Because they have literally zero income. Like,
Well, they do have a lot of
tourism, yeah. But that's about
which is
it.
like very significant.
It's still not a whole lot compared to like other countries. They couldn't hold their own.
Well, also their army is the Swiss army.
Yeah,
Or
true.
rather, to be part of the standing army of the Vatican, you have to be Swiss.
Omega,
and
by the
not
way-
only that, but you have to basically go through. The
Every time you
Swiss
use a
military
melon,
or
think
to be
about if you
trooper.
could use a 114 scaffolding and tell me how often it worked. Oh, look, it doesn't work there.
I mean, yeah, Melon is
There is
better here.
literally not a single spot where you could use 1.14 scaffolding in this machine. Like, not a single one. This is all like blocks in mid-air where you have to gap over something, reach another spot, place a block to be able to place another piston. It's completely useless.
Yeah, but what do you expect?
114
That
scaffolding.
they actually play the game and know in which situations it would be useful?
It's just funny, right? You
Yeah.
you don't even need to build a Y0 bedrock breaker for that. Just like literally any house. Such a failed implementation. It's ridiculous.
Third line of pistons is finished.
Awesome. Also making good progress. Had a bit of a bad start, but now it's going great.
Catching up.
Was wondering why my piston why my bedrock breaker wasn't working. Enemy was logged on.
So is it digging another hub?
I think so.
Oh. It's got a little heart attack there because it didn't launch immediately. Oof.
Oh yeah, look there. Scaffolding useless. Yeah, I tried this when we did the perimeter stream to like legit give it a chance, and every time I needed some scaffolding, I imagined myself being in 114. Could I use scaffolding here? Nope. Could I use it here? Nope. Would I use it here? Nope. It's like, okay.
Oh yeah, guys, have you seen Jab's tweet about PvP today? Those were odd.
Nothing is gonna come from it, man. I guarantee you there's no major PvP changes this update. It's way too late for that anyway.
Crossbow.
I don't count introducing two crappy weapons as a big change in PvP. What's even the point of the crossbow?
You can charge it and then hold the charge without having it actually in your hand.
Yeah, okay, so there's actually nope.
Well, actually, there is a point, because you can launch like 7 arrows a second with it. Like if you have 7 crossbows. So you can pretty much like kill someone basically instantly with, well, not instantly, but like really.
Yeah, but still, you also have to hit all of those, and the recharging takes even longer. And yeah,
Yep.
I can see it being good in like close quarter combat, where you just pull it out, shoot, and instantly switch to the sword again. But if you don't hit and the other guy doesn't switch, then you're pretty much.
Yep.
So I don't see it being used in combat at all. Just like the shield and the axe and everything else they added. It's the funniest thing, if you come with a shield and there's someone with some golden apples or like a potion in the offhand, you're gonna lose. If there's someone with a sword and you pull out an axe until your axe is charged, you lose. So like all the versatility they added to the combat is like actually not giving you any advantage. You're gonna just lose to someone who just has a sword.
Yeah, what was the tweet about? He pretty much said that he wants to...
Combat mechanics, point.
Yeah, that was the first one, and then the second one was why shouldn't the Java and the Bedrock edition have the same PvP system or something like that?
The combat system. Which I think is already ridiculous. You can't blame the Minecraft combat system. For PvE, it's actually really nice, I think.
Yep.
But
I think for
PvP,
PvE,
it's really bad, and there's no way you can get both worlds in this system unless you do major changes to mobs and everything.
Yep.
So it's A, you go for PvP, or B, you go for PvE. And for PvE, the 1.9 combat system, I think it's way better than before. It's like actually way more challenging than it was before. Before you just spammed the skeleton, that was it. Of course, it was also only half done. I mean, I really enjoyed the harder skeletons. It's really unfortunate that they still pathfind into lava and into skylight and just burn up and things like that. But PvE, you can't blame them. But of course, it's so bad for PvP that something needs to happen.
The PvPers still aren't gonna switch out of 1.7 or whatever it is they're playing in.
Damn it, out of slime. I think sub 35 is still doable. I mean, almost finished here.
I wonder what they're gonna do about it.
Ah, damn it.
Scaffolding there.
I'm just out of melons as well. Yeah, scaffolding wouldn't have helped.
Go take these.
Don't jump on the melons, you idiot!
What is that big box you've rendered? Is that the region file overlay or what?
Oh yeah, true. So we forgot
that's
to remove
nice.
that again.
Yeah, I just never seen it, so didn't know what it is.
And we're done.
Scaffolding requires several farms? What? What is it made of again? It's not just bamboo?
and string. So
Oh, it's
spider.
Whoa,
Yeah.
33 minutes now. Pretty good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Sub 35 at least.
Yeah, I think in the beginning it wasn't too great. It could easily save 2-3 minutes still. The 30 minutes for one is doable.
Yep.
Tool assisted.
I guess after 3 layers we could add a split for the next time. I'm not sure if we should build another one. It's the
Yeah,
uptime.
just do it. Why not?
1 hour 36 minutes, yeah, let's build another one. Just gonna take a quick break, 2-3 minutes, get something to drink, be right back.
World record!
Yay! And I'm back.
Welcome back.
For some reason this has an offset. It's kinda stupid. No, it's 5 over. It's good. Yeah, it's fine.
Chocolate cake is almost done.
What? What are you playing?
Making a cake. Huh?
Oh. Hey, Curious Cat. Wait, I forgot the minecart. That was silly.
Lol.
On the other hand, should we already put the minecart in? It's the other question. Probably better to not do it right now. Yeah, it's probably better to wait with that. Because now I'm not gonna launch the machines, just build up the other, I think 8 or 9. And take a backup and then launch them all together again. Just wanted to see if the schematic was alright for the first machine, which made actually quite a lot of progress already. Looks good. Yep, pretty good. I hate chocolate cake for some reason.
My chocolate cake hates you. I sent you a picture later on.
Can't stand it.
Make the world's best chocolate cake, man.
I don't like cakes, like, in general.
It's actually like a red wine chocolate cake.
Disgusting.
Oh, it's really good.
Yeah, I wouldn't eat it either.
See?
Yeah,
Although
because there's
a
no
perfect
rotten
normal
shark
beer,
in
you
it or
wouldn't
some
eat it as
shit
well.
already, right?
Yeah, I mean, I
It's rotten
just
shark.
don't like cakes in general, so...
How can you say that? I mean,
They're
there's
like-
probably 1,000 different cakes that are actually like majorly different.
Yeah, but I mean the normal, like the sugar cakes.
It's not TNT.
Because they're just like
To get some.
how they...
So then you would probably like a quiche.
Maybe, I haven't tried.
It's a French cake. Like super thin at the bottom, and then there's like apples, super thin cut as well on it.
Yeah, maybe.
Like a bazillion different ways of making a cake, so
Yep.
kinda hard to say you don't like all of them.
Yeah, of course I'm not saying I don't like any of them, I'm just saying, like, in general, I don't like most cakes.
Too sweet?
What?
Is it too sweet or why do you not like cakes?
No, it's like the... Oh wait, I'm stupid, I forgot. The composition of them, like, that I don't like really.
I don't like pizza. What's wrong with you, man?
Yeah,
Honestly, you
about
should
to
see
ask.
the doctor.
Yeah, that's just a crime.
I mean, maybe he's from America and he only knows American pizza.
Deep
Oh yeah,
dish.
then it's understandable.
I mean, you can drown everything in cheese to make it disgusting.
Yeah, like oil.
Don't bring up the pineapples. You only do that because you know what I think of pineapples on pizzas.
Methods, what do you think about pineapples on pizza?
God. People who put pineapples on pizza should be shot. Of course there's good pizza places in America too, but your standard American pizza is just a cheese overloaded thing that no Italian would ever call a pizza. And at the moment when you start putting pulled pork on your pizza, you probably get shot in Italy for that. It's like straight up mafia's gonna kill you. And my pizza guy, who is a real Italian, who I'm visiting a whole lot, he's also saying that pineapple does not belong, so take that.
Francesco?
Francesco, he's like the last one.
He's the
Fries on
worst of
pizza,
them, he
yeah.
puts fries and ketchup on it.
Yeah, mayonnaise.
He's like anti-Italian. Or the best pizza you really get in Italia. And you don't in Italia there's no there's no pizza places. It's usually at the bakery where you get some pizza. There's some here and there, but most of them are in Germany, I think. Germany, you have every 300 meters you have a pizza place. In Italia, it's like every bakery has them. Hamburgers are not from Germany, man. That doesn't come from the city Hamburg. Yeah, Italy, sorry. Yeah, it's not even the taste of the pineapples. Pineapples are just too juicy, man. There's too much juice in them, and they just water down the whole pizza. It's disgusting, man. Straight up disgusting.
And taste awful as well.
That too, yeah. But I mean, even if they didn't taste awful, it's just such a watery fruit. No.
What about watermelon in your pizza?
Yeah, no.
What about licorice in a pizza?
German food you would
what
recommend?
fucking world are you living on?
I know somebody who put licorice in a pizza.
Somebody should be shot then. That's all I'm saying.
Probably can also take a first layer split, I guess. It was actually the second one.
Yeah, Mango enemy is digging at the nether hub, but he's actually making good progress.
Yeah, I mean, if you visit Germany and you look for some interesting food, that's hard. Definitely recommend checking out the local butcher, because we have like 200,000 different versions of sausages, which you don't see in every other country.
It might not be something of every taste, some of the sausages. Especially the fat
Some of
ones.
them, I mean, obviously if there's 100,000, not all of them can fit you. Then I would just, like, traditional German food, like, how do you even call that in English? Braten mit Klöße.
Roast?
Yeah.
Dumplings. Roast with dumplings.
Yeah. True Bavarian food, man. Roast with dumplings made from beer sauce.
Why do I feel like half of German foods are made with beer?
No!
Because a good portion of them are.
Actually, yeah.
No, I want a fucking bratwurst that has been, you know, cooked in beer now. Ugh.
Blutwurst is the best, man. Best was making the Blutwurst. Gotta have a good, strong stomach for that one, man. Oh yeah, Rouladen. How is that called? I'm actually gonna Google it.
Alright, back on track, I guess.
Okay, first result is just telling me it's a beef roll. But I'm not sure if that's
No,
correct
usually
English.
it's basically thinly cut beef, and you roll in pickles, what's usually in there, mustard. What else?
You rub it in mustache, then you put a pickle inside,
Mustache.
and then like mustard, and then you put a pickle inside, some Dörrfleisch, white meat.
I love my food rubbed in mustaches.
And here's some onions, and some. How do you call this stuff again? Google. I just can't stand not knowing a word.
Yeah, it's tough because usually you don't use those words in English.
It's Google Translator at its best again. Dörrfleisch, Dörrmeat. Yeah, definitely not, man. Dörrmeat. God, I love Google Translator.
Jerky, yeah. So
Yeah,
I just
jerky.
write-
Yeah, basically some jerkies inside of there, and that's about it. Another classic German food, Strammer Max. Should definitely check out German bread.
Wanna hear some traditional Finnish foods?
No?
Yes.
There's, for example, like some. You can make either sausages or like sort of beef from them, but basically you take an animal, you butcher it, and then you cook the meat like really, really soft in the animal's blood.
Why not?
It's absolutely disgusting.
I don't know.
Probably smells awful.
And it's like completely black.
Actually sounds kinda tasty. I really don't mind it being boiled in its own blood, to be honest. That's good, that's good.
You haven't tasted it.
Yeah,
It's
I
like-
don't know why everything in your country involves being rotten, being boiled in its own juice, or like, I don't know, being
Savages.
dried outside under the
Yeah, I
under
don't know
the Autobahn
either.
bridge.
I mean, I think Finland experienced the agricultural revolution in like the 1800s or.
Okay, we definitely lost some time. Yeah, last time we finished like third layer after 11 minutes. This time it doesn't look like I can beat that.
Sami food isn't really Finnish per se, I won't say.
Sami food.
It's the people that live as nomads.
Yeah, in the North Lapland. Also, I don't think they have like any special foods that the Russians wouldn't have.
Yeah, I mean, food doesn't stick to borders usually. Best food is still France for sure. Also, they have also a lot of disgusting stuff, but also have a ton of really good things.
Yeah, I mean, all cultures probably have like at least one or two really disgusting food.
Shoot.
Yeah, but in France it's different, even from the people also. They put way more like money and effort into making food as well. It's like something, it's way different to Germany, for example.
Yep.
There's a ton of really good stuff in France.
France has great coffee, Finland just has a lot of coffee.
Did I do it again? Yeah, for sure.
Fucking retard. Ah, what would I give for like a bucket full of moules frites?
Okay, this won't be a new world record, I guess. Already lost 2 minutes, and actually the best part was the second half.
X-rayed, apparently. Incoming.
What? Suzuma?
Your chat is saying so.
Didn't get a notification over there.
Yeah,
there we go.
There he is.
Oh no!
The early birds that leave the raid to join before to tell you it's incoming.
Yeah, hey Raiders. Thanks a lot,
Raiders.
Suzuma.
Welcome.
Hey guys.
Be careful, we're talking about controversial food opinions. Better leave if you're
Thanks,
likely
Suzuma.
offended.
Talking about food and building Y0 bedrock breakers.
That was the... I think he was playing Parkitect stream? We're playing Minecraft, still working on our project SciBlock. So we want to
Jeez, man.
completely
Every time.
remove the bedrock in a 1000 by 1000 area, or completely remove everything basically, so we can play
Can we show
SciBlock
the
on a vanilla map.
machine for me?
Shall we show the machine?
Probably.
Okay. I
Probably.
guess who cares about the speed run we're doing there? Let's show the machine. So those are the machines that we're building. They are capable of removing 5 bedrock blocks automatically. Why 0 bedrock blocks?
At a time.
At a time, yeah. At a time.
Perfect moment here.
Yep. So, bam, the bedrock is gone. Now just need to push it forward, and it needs to fly back, so it's on the way. Also now TNT drops down, makes the new headless pistons. Then we fly it in again. Then the cartridge with the piston also now comes in, because we need those. Those are used up in order to move bedrock. And there goes the next one. And so on. Now we push those back again. And yeah, that's how the bedrock removal works. The front, here you can see the piston cartridges. So per
Every
bedrock,
bedrock.
yeah, per
needs a
bedrock
piston.
removed, we need 1 piston. So in total we almost need 1 million pistons for this project. And we need to build almost 200 of those machines. Started speedrunning building those machines because this is like the limiting factor. At the moment I can build 1 machine in about 35 minutes. So this will be about 100 hours pure building time of those machines. Project Piston Waste. Kinda. But the piston is perfectly renewable. Cobble farms exist, tree farms exist for logs. They're witch farms and they're iron farms. So yeah, there's really no problem getting the materials. Time was running.
Yeah, I mean,
Run was bad anyway. Okay.
We're removing Y0 Bedrock. Well, Mango is doing that, I'm not.
And the machine is doing it.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah, why build that machine if it removes 0 bedrock? Exactly, MMX. Good one. It just wastes pistons.
Stop it, it's wasting all of our precious pistons.
Yeah, those machines are really tricky to build. We also use some of our client mods in order to, for example, place observers and pistons the right orientation. Otherwise, it would be more painful to build those flying machines.
Hello.
Hey ho.
So you can place a downwards facing piston just by pressing Alt and it places it in an opposite direction.
Stone is farmable.
Yeah, there's some
You can
duplication bugs you could use in order to renew it. And of course, there's so much endstone in the end dimension and it's not hard to make a quarry.
Yeah, and also it's just straight up renewable if you, like, force a gateway to generate
Yeah,
in two
that's a
different
duplication
positions.
bug.
Not really.
Of course, this
Not really,
duplication is
yeah.
like the obsidian duplication of the portals.
So you also call obsidian farms duping?
Yep.
Okay. It's new to me.
Okay, Endstone high blast resistance is why it's used.
There you go. Thanks, Chircos. It's the highest blast resistance of all movable blocks, except, yeah, technically water is kinda movable, but not really.
Anvils too.
Anvils
But
are
not
also
really.
kinda movable, but not really. So yeah, it's the best choice.
It's the highest blast resistance of any easily movable block, let's put it that way.
Yeah, it has 45. Then there's a bunch of blocks, like gold blocks, diamond blocks, iron blocks, stone, that all have 30.
This endstone can blow up.
It's just harder than normal to blow up.
Show some add melons for
It's
schematic
hardly
here
enough
every
fully
time.
blast resistant.
Obsidian and ender chest is 6,000. Is ender chest 3,000? Something in that range, not quite sure. But then it's
Actually,
movable.
Command blocks actually have higher blast resistance than Bedrock, which is weird.
3 higher, right?
I think it's like 3
18
higher or
million and
something.
3 or so, yeah.
It's super weird.
Seems like I missed the block there. Damn it, I'm gonna do that now.
I think Barrier blocks are like Bedrock.
Yeah, barrier blocks are exact same as Bedrock. What do, by the way, end portals have? Does anyone
It's
know?
completely surrounded, I can't reach it, I don't know what it is. Is it a normal piston? Yeah, that's not a dilemma now, that doesn't help as well. Let's move that one. That was a normal piston.
Gas balls don't blow up much.
I think they're.
Ball watch resistance.
I don't remember what their blast power.
Yeah, but usually don't use gas balls to farm blocks. There's
Yeah.
just better alternatives. I mean, it kind of works, but it's like the worst option.
Yeah, in theory you can use them if you like detect them coming and then push the blocks at the same time, but that's really hard.
Yeah, but then they also set some things on fire, I guess.
Yep, which is annoying.
And then some items burn, and yeah, it's just super inefficient.
Yep.
Iso had a gas part of tree farm. Yeah, he wasn't the first one that did it. But he had one, yeah. Problem is, I find with the gas farms is that it kind of limited. Guards don't attack anything except the player. So always need the player as a target, which is really annoying. If they would at least attack something else, then I would be tempted to try to work with them, but being limited to a single player as a target is kind of annoying.
Yep. Apparently the statistics tab, which is really annoying now that I think of it, doesn't have a blocks placed stat, it just has blocks used stat, which of course is different than blocks placed for example, beacon. Can't check how many beacons I've placed.
I think Panic would be really good, building wise zero removers.
Why
I watched the stream today and he was also building the drill for the wizard skeleton farm, and yeah. I think it just has quick fingers. think Panic could probably do it on half an hour. Stream very quiet. I'm very focused on building. But I'll try to reach it.
Yeah, that's why also, like, it's nice that for the stream, I think that Mango is, like, not alone in voice chat. I'm not saying my presence is good, though.
What does the drill do, the Panic build? It's just for decoration.
Yeah, we actually did decorative stuff for once.
We also need some helper blocks here. This every time it annoys me.
Slime block ASMR.
Yeah, the sounds in the game are really good. Not sure who does that. Is still the what is it called? C418 that does it all, or do they have a new guy for that? They're really good. Wait, what? What's going on now? Is it not extending? Okay. Placed it wrong, I guess.
I'm not sure, I think C418 also actually made some of the sound effects for Minecraft. Thought I heard that from him at some point. So, I mean, otherwise you would need someone in addition to that to take care of that.
Hey, was once lucky. Slime mob sound? I think it's the same, yeah.
And I'm back.
Welcome back. Did you eat pizza?
No, I finished brewing and finished the cake.
Oh, okay.
But I had a pizza yesterday. It's a good one as well. Pizza guy told me about his hard life again.
Oh.
Every time I come there, I am not gonna do this for another 10 years. Next time I go there, I am not gonna do this for another 8 years. Next time I go there, I am not gonna do this for like 5 more years. It's like... Poor
No
pizza.
clue where the slime sound comes from.
Shoot. I'm kinda tired already. So the second one was good, but this one is just super bad now.
Super meh.
Yeah, not good. Try to mute hostile sounds now. No, this doesn't affect the blocks.
No, I just said it might be that the slime sound is still controlled from hostile mobs because it's the same sound as slimes jumping.
Was that ever the case? I'm not sure.
Apparently.
Okay.
I mean, it would be a typical Moderp.
Yeah, this is sure.
Not exactly hard to believe.
No, don't worry, they still have enough messed up sound categories.
Oh yeah, we killed definitely a lot of slimes.
We don't kill them, they decide to run in the portal and jump to their death.
Well, it's called entrapment, it's illegal.
It's illegal.
Yeah.
My favorite Minecraft word. Illegal. Minecraft police is gonna get you. This is like Regu complaining that people take his gear after he tried to murder someone and horribly failed and died. It's like, they actually tried to murder the golems, right? So...
But it's also legal, for example, if you trap something and a thief gets hurt by it. It's also not legal. So I'm not quite sure what's the legal situation for our slime farm.
Oh, it's just gonna be hard. Closest thing to a slime IRL. That's gonna be hard.
There are slimes, IRL.
There's some slime mushrooms that are super interesting. That can actually move themselves and are also bright green. And obviously they're not jumping around. Yeah, it doesn't really move, just...
It's the closest thing to creepers IRL.
I don't think like kamikaze bombers count.
I would know something. Angry white feminists? Oh, it's really sad and wrong word, man, and they blow up.
Closest thing to a creeper is a pig.
Yeah, true.
What's the closest thing to pigs then?
Pigs. Balls again.
What's the I guess closest thing to pigs would be a tunnel boar.
The tunnel boar. Classic XCOM. I think I still have that pinned to the chat, the tunnel boar picture.
Oh yeah, that
Where
was
is
also...
And seriously, just picture a pig walking upright. That would be pretty creepy.
There's probably some pigs that can do that, they're pretty smart.
Yeah, Max. And a domesticated tunnel boar becomes a tunnel pig.
It's one of my favorite movies, man. Snatch. Where he feeds all the dead bodies to the pigs.
What is it called?
Full-grown pigs. Snatch.
Snatch.
Do you not know Snatch?
Oh yeah, but this was in a couple of movies. I think also in the Red Dragon movie.
Oh. No, but there's this one scene with this super badass guy and he's like, one pig takes like 14 hours to eat up a full-grown man once you cut him into the correct pieces. It's like pretty messed up. Where's the diamond? Where's the diamond? The dog ate it. Then open it up.
It's totally intended.
Oh, like boars, like wild pigs dig super bad holes. They destroy a ton of stuff. If you go here in the woods, you can always see the places where they wrecked shit. Yeah, but the wild pigs are only a problem because we killed all their natural predators. So that's also a thing. Usually wouldn't be that big of a deal.
Is that it? Oh, it wasn't that bad. 40 minutes with the break for the Raiders and bad start, yeah. I'll take it. It's good. Yeah, I guess with a bit of practice and just maybe better strategies, we can get this down to 30 minutes in the end. It's actually what I estimated it would take to build one.
your inner asterisks.
I'm not arming the dupers. But I got the armor stand in place, mortar is in place, everything is in place pretty much. So yeah, I just need to push in the minecart and we can launch it. But not today, because I would need to stop the other machine in order to... Actually, is it still running? Yeah, it's still working. To stop that in order to take the
Can you
backup.
even stop those?
I don't know, never tried. There's probably a way to
Yeah,
stop
probably
those.
don't try.
Yeah, there's probably a way, but I never tried it, and it's better not do it. I would just stop it, take a backup, and maybe launch the other machines, but I think we're just gonna build all, I think 9 machines, take a backup, and then launch them all together and see if there's something missing. Just
Oh
a
yeah,
melon.
boar is very tasty.
Just a melon.
Good old boar ragu.
Mhm.
Good stuff.
General meat from wild animals is pretty amazing.
Mm.
I mean, you gotta know where they come from, because sometimes they eat all kind of stuff and it's not super healthy.
Also gotta know
Especially
how
with
to
the
do
boars,
it.
they tend to accumulate radioactivity, which is
Chernobyl boars.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, last the shit
Stick
came
the meat
here,
if it
still
glows in
present
the dark.
mushrooms and stuff, and they always dig those up. So
Yep.
yeah, it's still quite.
It's not harder to cook, you just gotta know what you're doing. Most wild meat involves some sort of garlic or other very strong herbs to
Usually
overtake the insane wild taste a little bit. Usually I get a ton
you
of
don't need much. Seriously,
a ton
I
of
actually
people
like the
always
taste.
say
It's
a ton
amazing.
of people usually say like, no, I don't eat lamb, it's way too strong for me and whatnot. They never eaten it done bro.
Should try crickets.
But honestly, if it's a bit stronger in taste, that's even better.
It can get very strong, Rego. There's a reason you don't eat a hummel.
Yeah.
Like a grown-up lamb, you don't want to eat that. Believe me, you don't.
Yeah.
You don't even want to go next to one that's still living.
Well, I know they're quite smelly.
Yeah,
Dude, I'm living on the countryside, you don't need to tell me.
yeah. Then you know, like there is some
I-
stuff
yeah,
you really
I
need
lived
to
one for
have
a long time.
to use some strong herbs to down it, man.
Yeah, and I can't
Yeah, you
remember
wouldn't
when
want
I
to eat
had
a
mutton the
real
last time.
a male mutton. You don't want to eat that.
Male mutton.
Not at all. Couldn't eat it. You would start
No,
vomiting.
but in general, for wild meat, that's like, yeah, anytime.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Okay. So we still gotta remove 4 machines apparently. Apart from that, it was great stream, I guess. Another 3 machines built. That's another 1.5% of the project done. Approximately. So yeah, it
I've
was
never
good.
eaten bear, but I would if they weren't that endangered and like available here. I would shoot me a bear.
Okay, probably better to end the stream now.
Why the hell not?
For
I'm
methods of
generally-
fantasizing
For
of
vegans,
be
this
more
stream
about killing
becomes
animals.
Unbelievable.
I'm generally tasting everything if I didn't taste it before, so why not?
You don't even eat
I was
pizza
eating a
with
kangaroo
pineapple, come
before.
on. Never tasted that.
As long as there's no pineapples on it, it's fine. I've also eaten kangaroo.
I would even take it. White meat with something sweet goes pretty well.
I hate pineapples. Actually, a
Mm,
mad hate on them. And everyone in my family loves
Pineapples.
them. And then the worst is when they actually, in some store, they find a super fresh one, like a complete one. And then they eat half of it and leave the other half in the fridge. And I come out at like 2 a.m. after gaming all night, wanting to grab some food. And I open the fridge and a smell comes towards me. And I'm like, "Whoa!" Close the fridge and run away. Oh, it's so bad. And it's 100 times worse than pineapples out of the can or something. Ugh.
Okay, I'm trying to raid someone, but my browser is acting up.
Grimly streaming again. Harvester of Energy
Yeah,
is
I think you
streaming.
should maybe change it up. I think like raided Grimly 3 times in a row.
Yeah. That's
Well,
all I
then-
see from the 240p crew, though. There might be.
What is going on with my browser?
Well, not all of them are 240p anymore, right? They split up, sort of.
Really?
I don't know.
Yeah, they had some, I don't know, some disagreement
Oh.
internally on where the server should go. I think Harvester, for example, is no longer on 240p. And a bunch
Who's
of
no
others.
longer?
Harvester?
Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah. It's a shame. It was a nice thing that there was like this one. But I think they're still doing pretty neat content, so yeah.
No. Okay, I'm gonna raid Harvest of Energy today. Apparently no longer on the 240p server. Oh, yeah.
Doesn't change the content much.
Okay,
Enjoy, guys.
bye.
Yeah, man.